From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got his man, Dell. A gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down,
solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Mahomes is going to run the option left. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mason Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Throwing to start the drive. Presley. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people going on the ground.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Stop below 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Presley. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now a handoff up the middle. Phillips looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Dragon 60.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Off play action. Presley. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Up the middle, Johnson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Daniel Henley able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free,
he's got it at the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
But you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers. 55,000 yards? Wow. I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was already in the top 10. Now he just keeps climbing toward the top. Mahomes now to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mason Taylor, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he whips that one incomplete there.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Mahomes going to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Chiefs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Dell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Chargers 27.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down and 4. Now back to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Third and long.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Let's go now. Come 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity Lions. Buffalo 18.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed in their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
Cowboy 80.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one Skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Second down pass.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Presley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Seven Pirates. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
This
10
offense
yards
in
to go.
desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Presley. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, 5 in.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. See.
Second and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. Third and 4. Operating from the gun, Presley. And he is caught. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Presley. Now he's going to step up and run. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a second and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up second and 5.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Yard to go.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Kansas City.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Presley. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers, first down.
They go play action here on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here.
10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third down. Presley over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Liam Sheehan. the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down, Chiefs.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
2 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Yellow.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Mahomes. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
A gain of 14. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yellow.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Set.
Motion.
19 Lions. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Second and 10.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Red alert, red alert. Liking 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Presley. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A first down there and a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So this one in the win column for